The Timberwolves are title contenders.
No. Not valid.
Do I even gotta entertain this?
Not valid.
They're not valid, but the Timberwolves are a good team. They're
looking good, but there's not a chance.
I really don't think there's a team out the West this year but the Nuggets. Like, barring any Jokic injury, God forbid, like, I really don't know who can beat the Nuggets this year.
The Timberwolves.
No.
I'm okay. In a series where, in a playoff scenario, in a 7-game series, these teams match up again, I'm gonna pick the Nuggets.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you look at this team overall from a size perspective, along with them bringing in, along with Jaden McDaniels being healthy in this series, I think they could possibly cause an upset. They could possibly.
I think at the very worst, the game would go, or the series would go to 6 instead of 5.
Okay.
I don't think so. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
It's tough. I mean, who's stopping Jokic? Because you want to say Rudy Gobert, but we've seen Rudy Gobert at like depoy levels get owned by Jokic, and that wasn't even when Jokic was running the league. That was Jokic. That was top 10 player Jokic, not top 1 player Jokic. No. And then to add, you have the pieces of an Aaron Gordon who's evolutionized his game. You have Michael Porter Jr. or what is it?
Looking really good, by the way.
With Murray out, he's hooping without Murray.
Hey, one thing I might add about MPJ, him being a plus defender is scary.
That is
absolutely scary.
He's looked good on defense too.
Him being a plus defender with his height and size, along with him already being one of the best catch and shoot players in the entire league, bro, that's scary. That is an elite 3-and-D guy in this league.
But I think that's coaching too. I mean, you want to talk about the Timberwolves? I think Chris Finch is not that good. I know a lot of people like Chris Finch. I'm not huge on Chris Finch.
No, I think he's probably just a mid coach at best.
Yeah. I
have him bottom tier. Yeah, I do have him bottom tier.
But I think Mike Malone, he's been able to get in MPJ's ear and basically be like, look, like right now you're putting up these big numbers, you're scoring the ball a heck of a lot, and while Murray is out, but in the playoffs it might be the same thing as last year where you can't hit your shot in the finals against the Heat, but if you can just put some effort in on defense, because that's all defense is. It's just effort. If you can put some effort in on defense, you're basically 7 foot with an enormous wingspan. Like, there's no reason you shouldn't be good on defense. Absolutely. So now that he's able to buy in, this team is looking really good.
Really good. I will say, I think our bench is better than it was last year too.
It is better. It is better.
I'm not that high on Reggie.
It is better.
I'm not that high.
Oh, he's been playing solid.
He's been playing solid in the starting lineup.
But I'm not even talking about Reggie though.
Christian Brown,
the other guys. Christian
Brown, Watson, even Julius Strawber.
Watson been blocking everything.
I've not been high on Zeke Naji in the previous years, but he's come out and looked pretty good.
Man, we were crapping on Zeke Naji before the season even started, and now he's a contributor on this team. It's crazy. Yeah.
I'm telling you, Zeke Naji's not who you want though. You need to trade for Jericho Sims at that backup spot. I'm telling you, it's so meant to be.
The move of all time. I'm
telling you, he'd be like, he'd be Zeke Naji plus some for you guys.
Hey, either way, Nuggets are scary.
That's true. Yeah. But going back to the Timberwolves, going back to Minnesota, I'm actually gonna say that that is valid. As a dark horse contender, that is valid. I feel that way too. When you add the fact, first off, their overall chemistry, complete difference maker, Gobert, all of that drama involving him and the entire team, that's gone. There's no noise coming out of the locker room with role differentials, egos, stuff like that. That's completely out the way. And with that, when you add Gobert to this roster, completely healthy, alongside a healthy Cat, alongside Cat, who I said Cat 2 times, alongside Ant, who's already one of the emerging stars in the entire league. He's been great this year. Jaden McDaniels he's been back. He's been contributing immediately. Mike Conley, he's been solid, being that OG veteran leader. playmaking for them, setting up the offense, giving guys open looks. I'm sorry, and you add the fact that they're already one of the best defensive teams in the entire league statistically. I could see this team making some noise come playoff time. I really can.
Hey, good for them if they do. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think they would also lose to the Mavs.
Their size might.
I think they would lose to the Warriors.
They won't. No. No, they're not losing to Golden State. I'm sorry.
I think the Warriors are a bigger sleeper contender than the Timberwolves.
100%. 100%.
Personally.
Hey, what have we said? Don't count out 30.
Don't never bet against 30. That's the same.
I'm not betting against 30. But I'm betting against the entire team, the rest of the roster. I'm sorry. You look at the team from a size perspective compared to a Denver, even like in LA, Minnesota. It's just night and day. Rick Wiggins, he's been poor this year. Clay, he's been inefficient.
But you say that, but like, who's going to play for the Timberwolves? Because I don't think Rudy Gobert is going to play in that series. I don't think Rudy Gobert is going to be on the court for defensive purposes if they play the Warriors. Because I think the Warriors.
Because he'll be a liability out there.
Yeah. Cat will be out there, sure, but it's not like Cat's like this go to the basket, crash the boards type big. And even if he is, it's like Draymond has already. They would
probably run Nikhil if they played the Warriors.
They probably run Naz Reid at the 4, or I don't know. They might go like small ball and put McDaniels at the 4, and then Alexander Walker at the 3.
Yeah, and then you'd obviously have Ant too.
Yeah, but I mean, you're talking about Mike Conley's like leadership and experience. Like, what's the farthest Mike Conley's gone in the playoffs? Second round? Conference finals. Warriors definitely got a lot more experience than that. Let me tell you. Better coaching.
I would take Minnesota over Golden State in the series.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'd take Minnesota.
Anyway, statement's not valid. Yeah. Bottom line, the statement's not valid.
That defense is not going to look the same without Rudy on the court. And I'm telling you, Rudy's not going to be on the court.
I believe in the Wolves. I believe they can match up way much better in small ball situations compared to Gobert's time in Utah. They got better personnel, more capable wings to not get exposed during those scenarios. I just think that's not going to be that big of a factor moving forward.
No. I don't think that personnel. If you want to talk about small ball, talk about the team that basically invented small ball. You think they're going to out small ball the Warriors? Draymond is the best 5 you can have for small ball. Am I wrong? Is there a better 5 you can have for small ball?